Introducing the teams right away.
Oh boy, I'm getting excited.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready for it, remember the names and remember them well. We've got, representing the UAE in the finals, Dubai Drone Tech. And all the way from Russia, we've got VS Misheryakov. Also, ladies and gentlemen, from the Netherlands, we've got Dutch drone race team SQG. And last but not least, on the final matches from the United Kingdom, Tornado X-Blades Banny UK. With introductions out of the way, a countdown is on screen. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drone.
Here we go. It's the final. And it's a good start already.
Very interesting to see. We've got Team VS taking the Joker lane first. Everyone else has gone straight over the flyover. So we'll see how they end up as they come around the corner there.
We're going to see them quite tight together, aren't we, Chad, here now with these finals?
Oh yeah, this is looking very interesting. I think we're going to be very, very close. It'll be when the pit stops start happening that they're going to start splitting up.
Let's catch the colours, Yusuf, see what we've got.
All right, on the red colour is Dubai Drone Tech, and on the green is VS Misheryakov. On the blue is Dutch drone race team SQG, and finally on the white drone is Tornado X-Blades Banny UK.
And Chad, who have we got in the lead right now?
Looks like we've got Team SQG, if I read my colours correctly, and they're doing quite well. It's getting very, very close. We've got red, so Drone Tech, who had a bit of trouble with that flyover gate there. That's catching out a lot of people. That's what caught me out as well. And the rest of the track flows quite nicely, but yeah, you've got to be very careful there. What we have in front, it looks like it's in fact Banny UK out in front. He's pushing quite hard. I think he knows he has to push quite hard because I believe he's still on the 2 pit stop strategy. So he's going to be fast, but he's going to have to stop twice.
Yeah, so he's using all that speed, which means he's using a lot more power.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
what a great!
He's taking that flyover so well. He's practiced that extremely well. And we've got SQG. They had a little bit of a problem there. They're all actually taking that flyover quite well. But Banny UK is way out in the lead there and doing his thing. He knows he has to push hard, but you can tell he's so comfortable with that. He's got it all lined up perfectly.
All right, Chad, we must point out, ladies and gentlemen, now, we are calling this huge climb up right here the Terror Tower. I mean, it witnessed a lot of unfortunate events, and right here at the peak of the championship, we are witnessing an interesting display of endurance and strategy as they are going super fast with zero collision course. It is quite amazing. Chad, what is your say on this, since you have met up with this unbelievable Terror Tower?
We have a bit of a disagreement together. We'll live it out. She's an interesting one, and she's caught many people, including me, but she's an interesting lady.
I see that. I see you have issues with safe entries and with going full speed, I see.
Yes. So as we come, we've got Banny UK coming past again, and
he's flying that tower well.
Yes, he's at least a third of a lap in front of the other guys. The other guys, though, it depends on their pit stop strategy. I think we're probably going to be looking probably at the next lap. Banny's going to be after coming in for a pit stop, so we'll see how he ends up compared to the other guys there. Generally speaking, if you've got a 2 pit stop strategy, you're going to be pitting it around about lap 4. So we'll see who's got the 2 pit stop strategy and who's got the 1 pit stop strategy.
He's pulling well away, Yusuf. He's pulling well away in front.
Yes, indeed he is. Right now, I just witnessed a great moment of recovery. A pit stop right here, as we can see it, ladies and gentlemen, for team number 4, Tornado X-Blades Banny UK, having a battery change, and that's their pit stop.
Now to see who's going to be pit stopping as well, who's on the 2 pit stop strategy. So whilst his team is working feverishly to change the battery there, and they've actually been doing some pretty quick changes. Okay, so we've got the blue team, which is SQG. They're still going, so they might be on a 1 pit stop strategy. Very interesting. No one else has pitted.
Right, ongoing once again, that it was a safe free entry to that climb up. Very wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the live drone cam feed from Dubai Drone Tech. The entire fan players are going for Dubai Drone Tech. I could say they have surely achieved a lot of fans. They've come a long way, had a rough start, but they are keeping up consecutively.
Very consistent, just as I thought. Everyone's flying extremely well and extremely consistent, which is good to see. They're pushing one another. This is some really cool racing. Well, we've got someone down, which is blue, which is Team SQG. I'm not sure whether or not they can actually get back up from there, so they might be officially out of the race.
Have you seen what happened just yet? There was a pit stop incoming right now for that drone. However, it ended up bad.
This will be interesting. I'm not sure whether they're allowed to pit or not, or whether or not he's technically crashed.
And the pilot's being held there while the other team's giving him some tips and information on to get back in this race.
Ongoing, we've got Red taking their Joker lane, I believe.
Yep, Team Drone Tech are taking the Joker lane. Team VS is going over the flyover. I would say everyone's done their Joker lanes by now, but I'm not 100% sure. This is where it gets very interesting, because the pit stop strategy is spread everyone out, so we don't actually know who's coming first and who's coming second. It's very hard to keep track.
We have white closing in, a very safe entry to Dubai Drone Tech in the red drone, making their turns as planned and very, very consistent. Ladies and gentlemen, more information about the track. There is something called the Joker lane and the shortcut lane. Both kind of resemble, there is a resemblance to one another, and each team, they are allowed to use this only once as a strategy to ensure that they win in this final race. And this is the final race indeed of this championship. Back to you.
It's been a great couple of days. It's all come down to this. But here we go now, Vanny UK with a great, he's flying that.
He's really got that flyover sorted. He's got it now, super smooth. It's very rare that I've actually seen him have to turn around and take it again, and that really is the lesson that I learned there. It's what caught me out. I wasn't quite lined up for it, and I tried to take it, and I hit it. So anytime you see somebody having to take it a couple of times, you know that they're having trouble with it, and Luke's been solid as a rock all night.
Safe entry for Dubai Drone Tech, and green follows also. Well,
nice move,
pilot.
Yeah, well flown.
I must say, these are some pretty impressive laps they're putting in there. Lap after lap, they're actually getting some solid laps in, which is good to see. So they're obviously very comfortable. They've done a lot of laps.
Is that the second?
Yes,
this is Benny UK's second pit stop as we're coming round. So we've got Drone Tech still flying as well, and Team VS as well. So we're down to 3 now. This looks like a very quick stop for Benny.
Oh, it's fast.
They've got to be pretty happy with that. Ready to go, and off he goes, ready to take off.
There he goes.
Just as
Dubai Drone Tech closing in, right behind them.
This might be for the battle for the lead right now between these guys. I think they've all evened up, so don't quote me, but I think we've got everyone's on the same lap. So this is where it gets very interesting.
You know, Chet, I do believe that whatever team goes up really fast in acceleration towards that climb up, that's a very big gamble and a stunt. It could cost them the whole match.
It's all to do with the timing, but look at him go.
Oh, he's flying strong now. Look at him go.
Benny is already out in front. He has just put in an amazing lap. He came out of the pits there, and he was probably about a quarter of a lap behind, and he's now in front. That is amazing. So then we've got Drone Tech, and then we've got Team VS coming in for the third there.
Pressure on this. What an expensive race.
Yes, it is really tense, and it's getting fired up, and the crowd as well is getting fired up with the competitors as well. You'll never know how this is going to end up, and there's going to be only one number one for this championship.
And it's worth noting, any one of these guys, all of these guys have worked extremely hard, so they deserve the win. But it's looking like Benny UK is out in front here. He's amazing. What can I say? I think everyone's been impressed with young Luke's flying the whole time here. Everyone knows this guy's name. Ooh, very close.
Flying for $250,000 right here, right now. Incredible.
This is amazing.
Yes, there is such a short distance between the two drones, and we're talking green and red. And red is Dubai Drone Tech and the VS Misheryakov from Russia. Two very small distance between them, but they are going wild. Oh!
And Team
That
VS
was
is
the green
down.
drone. Green drone VS Misheryakov is
Yes.
down.
So it's now between Drone Tech and Banner UK. At this stage, it looks like Banner UK.
They recovered.
Team Drone Tech.
They are back and they are
there
kicking.
first.
Yes.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Great recovery by VS Misheryakov, ladies and gentlemen. And that is part of the rules. If your drone collapses, you have to recover it in pilot mode. Any manual recovery will result in disqualification.
Well, it very much looks like we were wrong that Team Banner UK wasn't on the lead lap.
Right, that looks like another pit stop.
I think there's a couple of happy people over there. That is pretty cool.
There's a bit of cheering happening over there.
It's time for celebrations.
Still too early to judge, ladies and gentlemen. It is still all about the best lap. And the best lap will be decided through the judges by viewing all of the durations of every lap taken. And then we'll be crowning a winner at the end of this championship.
Wow, I can hardly breathe. My heart's pumping away, Chad.
That was pretty cool. Now the question is, how fast was the fastest lap? Now I've heard a couple of 35-second lap times being thrown around by a couple of pilots, and that's pretty fast. So I'll be very interested to see how fast the laps actually got.
That is the $250,000 question.
Indeed it is.
It is.